this is pretty important for you guys to see. As a brokerage firm, sometimes about 10% of our invoices that come in, leases that our agents do, myself, etc., right? About 10% of them don't pay past the 1 to 3 month window, right? Usually in apartment locating, when your clients move in, that's when the timer starts. And, sometimes we've been paid as fast as like a week. When we have a really good relationship with a building, a week after move in, that's like the fastest we've ever been paid. But typically the range is 1 to 3 months after move in, right? That's why the idea is to lease a lot of clients every single month, because there is a couple month waiting period before your checks start to snowball and come in. It's especially challenging to get through the first 2 or 3 months in real estate when you begin, but that's true in any real estate sector, not just locating. Okay, but what's interesting and what I want to show you guys is you really do need, in locating, a plan B, an exit strategy involving a law firm. Because inevitably, with usually older buildings, Class C, etc., and sometimes newer buildings, if they try to delay payment past the acceptable range of 1 to 3 months, sometimes it happens. Sometimes your client accidentally writes Google on the application. Sometimes they say that you weren't there physically in person, so they try not to pay you the commission, or other excuses, right? But you do need to have an exit strategy. So what we do at our firm is, if the check isn't collected within 1 to 3 months, a time period that is acceptable and realistic in the industry, like everyone pays between 1 and 3 months. So if they don't, we know something's wrong. So what we do is we forward those leases to our law firm that backs our brokerage firm, and they collect more aggressively, sending official mail delivered to the physical address, also sending over an email, with urgent in all caps, and letting them know that it's the law firm that represents NAL, our firm, the National Association of Locators, and that, they need to pay and reach a solution with us as soon as possible. It's not like they're super aggressive or rude, but usually when properties see that an actual law firm is now involved and they get that, it's really funny how, these properties make the switch and start treating you with much more priority. I just collected a couple of these checks that were over 90 days. We've got a check here for $1,796. Okay, actually 3 of those checks, another one for $900. But this is just checks that we would have never collected, on our own if our law firm didn't get involved. So it is pretty powerful. This doesn't happen every single time, guys. So it's nothing to really get afraid of. But I would say about 10% of our overall monthly leases go past the 90 days. So it's important to have that exit strategy. Okay. And so here you can see there's 10, a few were paid and yanked out of this Google Drive that we share with the law firm. But, out of the 100 checks that are going well, 10 might be past 90 days. And so we just collected on this one, and we just collected on this one that also came in today, and this one. Okay. These properties, these came in. So a lot of firms, what they do is they just accept that they're not going to get paid on the 10% of the monthly invoices. So if you do have a plan in place where a law firm will back you, it's like money that you would have not otherwise earned, right? So I'm holding thousands of dollars worth of commissions just for these 3 properties right here. And it's great because they were over 90 days. And when the lawyer gets involved, then they pay. So you do have to have a strategy for the 10% of leases where this happens. I figured and you guys would appreciate an explanation. We do have a course too that we're about to release. We've been working on it, and it's what we use internally at our firm. It's called the Bulletproof Collections Blueprint right here. So Bulletproof Collections Blueprint, this is how we train our team to collect. Right, all the steps, the checklist, etc., how to hire, who to hire to do your collections, right? The answer to that is someone with, extreme debt collection experience. Those workers usually are great with apartment locating collections, because locating collections is not, it's straightforward. It's usually the same thing every time. So if you hire someone with real debt collection experience, they always do great for locating collections. But in this program, we teach you how to hire, who to hire, the experience to look out for, what they should do on a daily basis, what they should do on a weekly basis, and then an exit strategy if it goes past 90 days, how to work with a law firm where you don't necessarily have to pay a retainer, but you could pay a percentage of the check. it's just worth it, because even if you're paying, I don't know, 20% or a third to the law firm to collect for you, it's money that you wouldn't have otherwise received. So it's always worth it at the end. Also, your agents will appreciate you having a backup plan as a firm, because a lot of firms they don't pay after 90 days. They don't want to talk to them anymore because they didn't escort. They have no plan for how to get paid anyways, no template the way we teach, and then they just give up. So instead of giving up, there's an exit strategy in place. So if you are interested, first of all, in locating in general, then you may want to go to nal.rent. This is our main website where we show you how we train the top 1% of apartment locators. And if you're a current student and you're interested in Bulletproof Collections Blueprint, send me a chat or an email or something. It's pierre@locator.rent, and let us know you're interested, because this is about to release, and we'll do like a pre-launch promotion or something like that. All right, thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.